Welcome to Ask a Black Man, where we get real answers from real men. This is the Status Report episode where the men get real about their role in society, why women have surpassed them professionally, and how that dynamic affects our relationships. Let's meet the men.
Women from all races need to be uplifted, not just black women.
The majority of the time, you sit down and talk to someone, you vibe on who they are and what they're about.
The women should generally get rid of your checklist.
I wish that women would be less focused on the timeline.
Devote time to making your family better.
If a woman's confident enough, she could find anyone that she wants to. I feel black women definitely surpass men in terms of success as far as jobs, salary, education. They're definitely taking to that next step in this society now. So it's like us as black men are catching up to them now.
And I feel
we're at that pace right now, at that point in time.
It's not close. It's a blowout.
Yeah,
it's a blowout.
Yeah.
It's a blowout.
Since-
We're
I mean,
down
since-
30 points at halftime.
If you want to
It's a
take
blowout.
African American history, I'm sorry, the attack has always been on us.
Yeah.
We've always been attacked first. You attack the
Absolutely.
black man first,
right.
and then the black, the
foundation, yeah.
Right.
Right.
So we're definitely the foundation. So we're definitely playing catch up.
Right.
But the reason why, at least in my opinion, is that career-wise, women have more options because they tend to be better educated. They're better educated because they tend to go to grad school more. They go to grad school more because we have to start getting money first. Like, I know so many girls with 2 or 3 degrees. I know only a few guys with a degree, and only a few with 2.
Right.
Like maybe like one dude who has like a 3rd degree.
Right.
It's not even close. But I know why that is. Like when you get out of, when you're in school, when you're thinking about making money, right? You get out of undergrad. Okay, I need to get this job most likely. Yes, I could go to grad school. Maybe I want to even, but I'm feeling the pull of whatever finances that I need to make, whatever people think that I should have,
Right.
whatever I think I should have for myself.
Right.
Women don't always have that same pull. Women could just be broke and it's whatever.
Right.
Like, it's not even a thing. Women go out being broke on purpose sometimes. Like, they go to the club, I got no money. It's like a badge of honor. It doesn't, for dudes, it's not like that.
He said a badge
You
of
know what I mean?
honor.
Like, no, it is though. Like, they go,
I'm broke, man.
it happens.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Well, they don't have to pay to get in the club most of the time.
And so like, and women tend to, women can live with their parents age 30, 32. I've known women who have done that. Men, you up out of there.
Right.
If you're a dude and you're age 30 and living with your parents, you getting this. You getting thumbs down.
Yeah.
So the pressure to make money is earlier. So grad school becomes maybe not. Women, yes. And when they get out of grad school, they got that resume is nice and shiny. That job is nice and shiny, and that's why.
I'm gonna tell you
what
why.
city she living in.
I know why she have a problem, because she has friends, right? So because this woman has friends and she has this status that we say, right, and she has this job and she's making this money, she also has friends that are in that same catchment for the most part, right?
Absolutely.
Her workmates and things, they go out together. But if you got your man is doing his thing, he's killing it in the bedroom, he pay all the time you go out, but he bagging groceries, you know what I mean, working at Gristedes. It's not like she's not really feeling that, I mean, you see it in movies all the time. That you want somebody to be up there with you, which I understand.
Yeah, we can pull you up.
Right.
I just think black women need to diversify their. I know a lot of black women who stay in one social scene.
Yeah, they
one
do.
little social
Yeah,
scene.
right.
I'm talking about. I ain't no
Oh,
black man to
definitely.
be complaining.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
So true. So
you have
true.
to expand before else a lot of these questions won't even exist.
Because the thing is that they're upset. I'm like, but you're the person who has to fix it. Like, you can complain about it, and then you complain to us.
Right.
But the stakes are higher for you, so you have to try harder to fix it. So like, if you need to diversify your portfolio as far as what you're dating at, you better do it.
They don't see it that way.
You better
No,
do it. It's not like it's
definitely.
an
Like, y'all
option.
fix it.
You better do it.
No,
Bring more black
But
women.
why does she have to? Do you think she has to come down to date? Or
I don't
No, it's
think
not
so.
coming
No, I
down. It's
don't
just
think
you
so.
gotta just.
But if she wants
Open your
someone on her
horizons.
level, though, if she wants someone on her level, and let's say
Right.
us as black men don't have those 3 degrees like you said before,
Right.
or has that 75K,
Right.
what happens then?
Well, I don't have 3 degrees.
Right.
Right. But I'd be damned if you're not on my level.
Right.
I'm not on
Exactly.
your level.
Respect.
Exactly.
So if that's what you're seeing and you want to go on paper, then that's on you if you want to
Right.
do that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I dropped out of college to pursue my art. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a professional in that realm. So if you're gonna tell me that if you're a doctor and you do what you got to do, we can still maintain. You're an artist in your field. I'm an artist in
Absolutely.
mine. So I think these things. I think women pay attention too much to the paper,
Right.
to these resumes.
Do you think it's
instead
paper,
of-
or do you think it's more society that's giving them that?
It all
pressure?
goes back to society because
Not-
society is what creates the narratives, puts it in the media, and that's what people buy and feed
Sure.
into. Because the majority of the time, you sit down and talk to someone, you vibe on who they are and what they're about. But then you sit back and you look at, what's put on the screen as being the definition of successful. And a lot of people end up going after it as, okay, you got to have the degrees, you got to have the particular salary, you got to live in a particular place, home, whatever the case may be. And the fact is, every relationship is so unique onto itself. It might be someone who doesn't fit any of those characteristics that you vibe with and makes you so much of a better person that you just go with it. And the rest of the people who see it might not understand it, they might not get it, but that's what you're supposed to do. Like was said in the previous time, like, keep people out of your business. There's so many other people inputting into what your relationship is. Just like, okay, well, my homegirl said, and my BFF said, and my gay homeboy said, and whatever the case may be, is like all these people who have nothing to do with what's happening in your private, private space have influence, and they shouldn't.
But you also you learn a lot about the woman as well, because if a woman is that focused on these things, and they're not all bad. You want to have a good place to live, money, of course. We all want that.
Right. Security.
But if it's like the top of her list, it's also a good way to understand her level of conditioning.
Right.
And some people are conditioned in a way that's different from you. And if her conditioning is that negative, is that deeply entrenched, she'd be a bad girlfriend, fiance, wife anyway.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Depends what you're doing.
Wait till you get yourself on your feet.
Yeah,
I mean,
for both.
I think it would be immature to think that, you could, everybody wants to get on their own. You want to be able to support yourself. But at the same time, I mean, until you get yourself well established, you have enough money to where you could, support yourself, you have your career in order, you should stay at home until you get yourself together.
Absolutely.
I think that'd be the best way. So when you do leave the nest, as you so call it, you'll be able to fend for yourself.
This is for men and women.
For men and women both.
I think it's for both. I'll be 100% honest. 2-3 years ago, I was supposed to move out. My job relocated to Atlanta. Whole bunch of things changed. I got jammed up completely with the economy, and I'm still with the fam right now, and it kills me. It hasn't been an issue as far as dating and things like that, because people see the work that I put in, the things that I'm dealing with, what I'm building. So I mean, the reality is, especially you living in New York and you know what the cost is of moving. Here's your real. It's like here's your real discussion right here. Do you move out to say you're on your own? Struggling, live in the
ramen
hood.
noodles.
Just be in
You're lucky, ramen noodles.
Just be living
Elbow
in the
macaroni,
closet,
really.
just to say you're doing it.
Right.
Or do you say, all right, I'm gonna fall back, put the ego to the side, I'm a stack. So when I make that move, I can live somewhere. So when, if I actually do meet someone who I see as a life partner, we got somewhere that we have as a mutual place. I like just doing it to say I got it to me sometimes doesn't seem like it's worth, worth
Well,
it.
I mean, my perspective is a little different because I never had that option, as a person that, I left my parents' crib when I was 16 just because it didn't work out, it just wasn't working with the fam. So being a person who can never lean on somebody else, I can't really see that way. I can't really see that respect, that paradigm, whatever. It's just like, I mean, I didn't have that backup, but I think it's a little more acceptable for women. I agree with what you said about New York being a special thing because you got people living with 3 and 4 roommates and things like that. But personally, I wouldn't want to be living with somebody where I gotta check in.
Person.
I gotta make sure because you gotta be considerate. Whether it's your roommate, whether it's your parents, you gotta be like living by the rules and so to speak. And I feel like as a man, I could be a little tough on your ego, and maybe you gotta tuck it. But I don't think that would work for me personally.
I mean, as long as you come out on top at the end, if you're not going from your parents' house to a mediocre, and you have a plan, I think from a male and female perspective, you should understand that other person.
But women wouldn't be nearly as democratic as we're being right here.
Very true.
We're talking about, it could happen if we were, 5 women here.
It'll deal
But I'll tell you what, though, I think, and that kind of comes to the individual, I think you need to have the confidence in yourself. Because when I have that conversation with people, and I'm like, it's an issue, you ain't got to deal with me.
True.
And I don't think about it at all because I'm blessed. My relationship with my family is great, and it's the core of everything that I am, and how I treat people.
And they want a
forward.
family man.
Yeah,
so hearing you say that, it's like, wait, he's a family man. So you're back up. Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Are you really though? Because people will say what they want.
True.
But then he is a family man. Right. But because it's like that status thing, right? Because essentially it's all about status. Well, not all about, but a lot of times with women it's the status, right?
Except that she's a smart female. She don't recognize the deal.
You could have a degree and still not make any money. We have a lot of people who are, having jobs that has nothing to do with degree, whether it's grad school or
Masters,
just a regular
yeah.
bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it really, kids, a lot of people go into fields that's other than what the degree is, and they're not making much money. Then you have people who go in other areas and they make more money. So I don't think school necessarily, I think that's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah,
It
but
depends
it
on
is
what
a
you want to
status
do with
symbol.
your
It just
Yeah,
might not be
definitely.
something that matters in a tangible way.
It's an accomplishment.
And look, exactly, what you
Right.
just got says it's not, doesn't matter in a tangible way, and it's an accomplishment, but also shows that you actually went through with something, right? You were able to
you
finish
finished
something.
it.
Because most people started school, right? But they started
Waiting to go
in
back.
one way or another, right? And then maybe they didn't finish or whatever. But that it goes to show that that person actually finished something. So it just in the back of your mind, it's like, okay, this person might have a little something. It is a status symbol.
It is.
Yeah,
It
for
is.
sure.
It is
It
absolutely.
is. 100% it is.
Thank you for tuning in to Ask a Black Man. For more of these videos, please subscribe to Madame Noire on YouTube. Thank you.